Hi, I'm John. This is my CripTip video. So these are going to be tips for anyone that is a paraplegic, living day-to-day life in a wheelchair. I am a T6 complete paraplegic. I've been in a wheelchair since 1988, and these are some of the little tips and tricks I've learned over the years that I want to share with you. I've got a stack of clothing items here that I'm going to show you that have been little pieces of advice I can give you. Let's start out looking at this belt. What's different about this belt? It's an elastic belt. Wearing a leather belt all day long is just with no stretch. It's really made it difficult compared to now with an elastic belt. Pick up one of these at Walmart for about $10. The great thing about it, when you get somewhere near the right width, the right belt for you, you have all kind of different adjustability as where you're going to put the buckle. Just put it anywhere you want to in any of these holes, and then just wear it like you would just any other belt, but now it allows for some stretch. Being that you're sitting all day, this belt is much more comfortable to wear than just your standard leather belt. This is a stomach binder. I got this at a local sporting goods store, and I wear this whenever I'm going to be sitting in the chair for say 8 to 10 hours straight, and it's going to be a long day. Because what this will do is it helps me to hold myself more stable. You've ever been sitting up in your chair and you just almost fall over just out of the blue just because you just weren't catching your balance? Being a T6 paraplegic, you don't have use of your stomach muscles, so it's really easy to lose your balance. With this, wearing this snug around your waist, around your stomach, really helps you to hold more stable throughout the day. It makes the day so much easier to do 10, 12 hours in a wheelchair. Now let's take a look at shoes. The one thing I do with all of my shoes is I reach down into the shoe and I pull out the insole, this padded part. There's no need for this. It's not going to make my foot more comfortable or less comfortable with it being in there. But what it does, it leaves me more room in the shoe for me to slide my foot in. So you want to check to make sure the bottom is still smooth for the sock to slide down in. And I take this out, it just makes putting on and off the shoe much easier. Now let's take a look at jeans. Well, everyone wants to wear jeans, but the problem is they all come with a back pocket, and that back pocket usually has a really thick seam to it. So what I do with all my jeans is I get a stitch ripper and I rip the back pocket off. There's no need to sit on this big stitch or this big seam that's going to be here all day long on each side. So rip the back pocket off. It was never going to keep anything in there anyway, and that makes the jean more comfortable too. And now let's take a look at t-shirts. One thing you notice about this t-shirt is how long it is. Sitting in a wheelchair all day long, your pants are going to fall down. Even with your elastic belt, they're going to come down whenever you transfer in and out of the chair, or just by just by moving yourself about the chair throughout the day. So what I do is I shop for all my shirts in the tall section. So I try to find a t-shirt that's made for extra tall. That way it comes down over my back more, over longer, and as I make a transfer, my butt crack shows. It's really hidden by the long t-shirt. So all of my t-shirts I use the long style just to keep down over the back of my jeans better. Here's another item that I use daily, and this is a trapeze. This trapeze I hang from the ceiling over top of the bed, and I use this to sit up or to transfer over to my chair. And the other thing it's good for, you can do some exercise with it too. So if it's sitting over top of your bed, use it to sit up. And you can grab hold of the handle, do some chin-ups, some exercise. But I mainly have a trapeze sitting over the bed so that it helps me to get dressed. I use it to pick myself up, pull my pants up. I use it to transfer over onto the bed. If I'm laid down and just want to sit up, I'll use it to get sat up in the bed. And being that we're in the bedroom, let's take a look at this lamp. Now, it's hard to reach up into a lamp when you're laying in bed to turn the lamp on and off. So what you'll do, go to your Home Depot or Lowe's, and you buy this little thing that just goes in line with the electric cord. And to turn the lamp on and off, you just spin this little circle, lamp on and off. So I'll set the lamp off onto the nightstand, then this will be at the edge near the bed. Just all I have to do is reach to this instead of reaching up into the lamp. Much easier way to turn the light switch on and off. And if you have some other item that you need to turn electric on and off with, this switch will work with anything that has an electric cord. You're just simply cutting the power to it and then putting the power back to it through this little switch. So consider this if there's any item you need to turn on and off and really can't reach to. Now I work from home and I sit at my desk for several hours a day. And one thing that I found very, very handy that I couldn't live without is a Bluetooth device to talk on the telephone with. Now this is a full headset that I put onto my head and can talk and make phone calls from here, but it doesn't have to be the whole headset, but just get some type of Bluetooth that goes into your ear and then allows you to talk on the phone so that you don't have to hold the phone up to your head while you're speaking. Then of course you're stuck in that same place, or you're just going to do circles if you do push. So a Bluetooth device is going to be definitely necessary if you spend much time on a telephone while you want to be mobile. This tip is for that person who has to sit at a desk hours and hours through the day. If you have to sit at a desk 8 hours a day, I do not suggest sitting in your wheelchair for that amount of period if you can transfer out. This chair that I use has a lower back, so I don't have the back support. I would sit into a high back chair like this that has a recline so you can change your angle throughout the day if you wanted to. I put down a regular cushion and I sit on that cushion, and then I could sit in a chair like this for 8 hours a day, no problem at all. The other thing I've done on this particular chair is I've changed the rollers on the bottom so that whenever I need to just use the desk to roll myself back and forth, it makes it much easier to roll than the plastic rollers that came on it. Great option to get you through the whole day is a high back chair. This tip has to do with going through doorways. This is a door pull. It's just a regular drawer pull. And what I've done is I take and I attach this to all of my doors so I can get through the door and then reach behind me and pull. Now if you go buy this at your Home Depot or at Lowe's, it does come with screws already, so you want to make sure that the screws that you're going to get with it are going to be long enough to go through your door. I'll show you on a door that I put this on. Here are screws. These screws are for a drawer. They're not going to be long enough to go through the door, so ask the person there to get you some longer screws, probably 2-inch screws to go through the door. We're going to screw this onto the door. Let's go take a look at how I get through a door with a door pull like this. Here I have a door pull like I showed you on the table that I've installed on this door. Drill 2 holes into the door, put the screws in from the other side. It's nice and stable. So as long as you have good strength in your hands, you can jump right through here, and then we'll pull the door shut. Alright, I think the cat got out during that video, so I'll be right back.
Good news, I found the cat, got him back in the house. So that's it for my CripTips. If you've got some suggestions for me to make a video, if you've got some CripTips of your own, share them with me. I'd be happy to put them in a video.